tip a little bit of powder out of this flask into the pan every time I reload. That's my ignition point, where that burning cord is going to set everything off. For now, I'm going to cover that pan over to protect the powder during the rest of the loading process. Make sure there's no excess powder outside the pan that can cause the weapon to detonate early, and cast it about. Pop the top off of one of these chargers, each one containing a measured amount of powder, just enough for one shot. This avoids me having to stop and measure on the battlefield. You can imagine that's going to make things take a little bit longer. If you've got to make a measurement every time you reload, you can imagine how accurate your measurements are going to be while people are trying to kill you. So this makes it a little bit more efficient. Pop the top, empty it down the barrel. Now today, we're not carrying powder in the chargers the way they would have done. Instead, we are using paper cartridges, which is the same idea, measured amount of powder, just a little bit different container. Once your powder is down the barrel, you'll be including a musket ball in on top of it. That's something else we're not going to do today, since bullets are a little on the dangerous side. The majority of your bullets would have been carried in this pouch here on the hip. A lot of soldiers are also ordered to carry a few of those bullets in their mouth. And while they don't specifically tell us why, it is a little quicker to get that bullet down the barrel if you don't have to dig it out of that pocket first, and that may be one of the reasons. Draw your scouring stick, spit the bullet out, put it right in on top of the powder, ram everything to the breech, turn the scouring stick, and recover the weapon. Blow off the ember on the end of the match, make sure it's burning nice and hot. Fix it into the serpentine and check it on the pan cover to make sure it'll hit the right spot. Now all I have to do is open that pan, exposing the powder, squeeze the trigger, lowering that burning cord into the powder. And again, what happens when we stick burning things into explosive things?
Boom!
Boom! And it does tend to be a bit on the loud side, so you may wish to cover your ears. Set, haste, dead, fire! Looking for a demonstration of Matchlock musket. I'd like to thank you folks.